That's the first question I gotta ask. If no, then we will just dive in. New game, sort of. Well, not that new. I've been streaming it most of the week, but potentially a new game for you, yeah. Can I do a headstand? No, I cannot do a headstand. Even with like a wall. Maybe if somebody like held my legs, but I don't have friends. So, this is Warsim. Warsim is a text-based kingdom management game. It's cheaper than a meal at McDonald's, and it's available on Steam and itch.io. It's entirely controllable with one hand on the numpad, and it's got some of the most terrifying patch notes I've ever seen in my life. This is one small patch. That's just a bug fixing patch. This was the patch previously that added features that the other patch was fixing bugs for. So it's kind of nuts, but it's a text-based kingdom sim, which runs in a window like this. It's like Zork, yeah, except new. But like instead of typing in go north or go south, you didn't quite get all that? Okay, well we skimmed it. Wave depletion, we skimmed it. It's fine. Unlike Zork, you don't type like go north, go south, go west. It's all like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Also, if you type in 6 here, you get the real main menu. Anyway, welcome to Demon Overlord Sim. Totally different game. We shall flee to the mortal realm. Flee to the mortal realm. It also changes the music there, but I got the music disabled. It also resizes itself whenever I close it. But yeah, so it's a text adventure. You still play MUDs? What MUDs do you play, if I can ask? Because I've kind of wanted to try streaming some MUDs. But we're going to load up our save game. Green, boys, year, 31. There we go. This is our save. So this is the beginning of Warsim. The beginning of year 31. 31 years remaining for our 50-year reign. Is it an alternative world with 666? No, it's just a different main screen. Although you can totally just be a demon overlord. So if you're playing it, if you're doing an evil playthrough, that's just the correct main menu for the evil playthrough. Yeah, this is the main menu. So essentially, that up at the top we see how many lands we have, what our public opinion is, which is 31, which is better than lower than that. We have 4,314 gold. There's 195 men in our army, and we have, which are probably mostly goblins, and we have 31 years left. I guess the first thing that I should probably do is we should go to diplomacy. We should remind ourselves who the independent territories are. So we have two allies. We have the aerial Tyrannas, who allied with us because the king of their faction wanted friends. Quite literally, he just wanted more friends. And Mehor, the independent. These guys are populated by happy centaurs. All of the faces that you see are procedurally generated, by the way. The aerial Tyrannas, which is the they're aerial halflings, which I'm assuming means that they're like winged halflings. So this game has 94 million possible race combinations of various traits and like assistants. So there's a lot of different variety in these independent factions that you see. We're apparently at war with the skeletal elders. I wasn't aware of that. They're kind of scary. We could probably go after them. They do have lots of lands, though. They do really hate me. I'm a little scared of how strong their soldiers are, and they also have a lot more people than me. My army is a little small currently, and the reason my army is a little small is because I was over in the Explore the Realm area. I think it's the Northern Lands? Yes. We destroyed the black market and looted it. So I lost a lot of soldiers in doing this, but we got a lot of money that I then spent on faction upgrades. So, yeah. Hi, Death of Fish. What's up? You imagine a flying halfling is probably very similar to a seagull. Yeah, it's just Steven's seagulls. Yes. A flying halfling. I imagine a winged halflings is like weird halfling things with weird wing things. That's what I imagine. Mostly carrion fields. Gotcha. Not familiar with carrion fields. I've been trying to get into muds because as my eyesight has been getting worse, the more interesting muds become, I guess. But we shall jump into a little bit. Okay, so I'm pretty certain where we're at. We're at the end of the year. So let's just quickly hire all 69 available tribal goblins for my military, +1 relation with the goblin slaver. We're going to hire peasants for the local militia. There's 22 of them. And I'm going to hire 50 soldiers. And jump back over to soldiers and hire the other 23 because I didn't want to do the math as to whether or not I could actually afford them. Once we're done with that, we now have some soldiers in our ranks. Let's jump back over to diplomacy and take a peek at the bandit groups. There's the Eldrick, the Golden Troublemakers, and the Bone Lords. How strong are the Bone Lords? They're pretty cheap to bribe. Check their stats. They have 169 men. Okay. I'm going to send half of my dudes to skirmish with them, and then we'll begin the next year. Oh, I haven't actually explored first. Good point. Well, let's go explore the realm. So there are 4 areas that we can explore: the Northlands, the Eastern Grasslands, the Southern Lands, and the Western Lands. Let's go to the Southern Lands, and I'm going to explore. So I hit 1 to explore. We don't find anything. The parched lands are an uncomfortably warm place. It is full of dry rock and hard sands. Little life survives, and there is rumor of demonic whispers here, but no one knows the truth. Hello, Ryan. You should play this, Ryan. I think you'd like it. You could play it while you're playing RuneScape. And we discover nothing. Okay. We're going to end the year. My Royal God King. Do you wish to launch an attack? Yes, we do. We're going to go after the Bone Lords. I'm going to raid their lands, and I'm going to send half of my troops. A raid is a good choice. You stand to take riches from your enemy, and he'll put up a good fight. The raid was a success. Your men loot all they can. We killed 84 of the Bone Lords, and they killed 48 of our men. We have 130 men remaining in half of my army. Your men loot 404 gold not found from the Bone Lords. I think we actually get 404. It's just funny that they looted 404. And I press enter to continue. You hear that the Resurrecting Frost clan have begun organizing, and they've gotten more civilized. They are now capable of trade and diplomacy, though they are still learning and adjusting. The Resurrecting Frost Blood Clan now conduct trade and diplomacy. All Resurrecting Frost Blood Clan unit gain 5% battle score, +1 civilization level for the Resurrecting Frost Blood Clan. Ooh, well, those guys might be fun to trade with. You are an ugly-looking bloke with like a weird trunk tongue. What's wrong with you? All right, Frodin has destroyed the halfway stars of the half. Frodin have been destroyed, and halfway of the stars is executed. The parade of the Day of Pork Cookies and French Fries celebration is canceled due to issues paying for it. Well, that sucks. The Behemoth Lost Span mercenary group has disbanded. The Kingdom of Greens raided the lands of the Bone Lords. Nightfall Implings and the Tribal Council raided the lands of the Bone Lords. Those poor Bone Lords. My treasury increased by 2,708 gold, and your bank has increased by 1 gold interest. You'll enjoy more watching than actually playing. Fair enough. Don't buy it if you're not going to play it, but. So now that the year has begun, and Bunger has passed by, welcome back, Squug, we can jump over to the throne room. There is no one waiting to see you. You sit in peace. Oh no. I think I know what's going on. let's tell my guards that we are now allowing visitors. Play it 1 or 2 years from now? True. Maybe you are. Apparently, we are hosting an 8-man tournament in the arena. We should go to the arena. You approach and see that there is currently an 8-man tournament being held. It looks as though you will start soon. Chat, obviously we want to watch, right? You see the banners of an 8-man tournament line the arena. Bam the Bane of the lost owner of the arena stands to greet the onlookers. But then he notices you. Ah, cousin, you are just in time. And then he turns to the crowd. Prepare yourselves for the 8-man tournament, a test of might and glory that will be spoken for generations. The crowd cheers. The 8-man tournament is underway. The champions form a line. Each present themselves to the crowd, and the fighters are as follows. Champion 1, Gulatar, the small-eared. The grand champion, Aris the menacing. Champion 3, Haglalbar Jensen. Classic. Champion 4, Balgrumpf, the face shifter. Champion 5, Sir Alhen Gesundheit, the opulent war chief. Champion 6, Theod Henderson. Champion 7, Gam, the champion of anger. Champion 8, Sir Hargon, the carrot cutter. That's something I would name. Hargon the carrot cutter is definitely something I would name somebody, so I'm kind of tempted. Chat, which champion would we like to bet on? Obviously, we need to place a small bet on one of these champions. The 4th of his name, absolutely. I mean, I'm all in on carrot cutter, I'll be honest. Definitely leading carrot cutter. Chat seems to really like 8 and 5. So you know what? I'm going to make a poll. We're going to make a new poll. Who do bet? 5 and 8. Any other nominations? Just 5 and 8? Of course, I will let you guys use channel points if you really want to. And, of course, you can just give me money to rig the bet if you want. There you go. Poll's now up. Vote accordingly. Please rig it. It's more fun that way. Too late. The champion of anger is not being betted on. Oh, you want me to read the last Discord story? I can do that. They've added words since. Giant halflings sleep in vans. Hematite is soccer on vodka. What? Moon. Sensible drunks never include driving home. So no wrecks are denied. Just because there's a poll doesn't mean this is a democracy, chat room. I think that we were voting on Sir Alhen. Because someone's just like hitting that button a whole lot. Damn, B-Lug rigging the bets. All right. Well, we are betting on number 5. Would you like to bet on a champion? Yes. Number 5. How much gold? Do we bet? You demand a recount? I mean, it was definitely a rigged bet, but unfortunately there's no redos. How much do I bet? I can count 1, 3, 12. How much do I bet on this shit? 420. I mean, I could, but like, how about we just do 999? We'll bet 999. It's a nice number. You've bet 999 gold. The next fight is Eris the Menacing Gultar, small-eared, versus Gultar the Small-eared. Do you want to watch the fight? Yes, we will watch. You know what? We'll just watch all the fights from the tournament, I think. The crowd roars and the two fighters emerge from either end of the arena. They march closer, and the bloodthirsty crowd watch closely, awaiting the first blow. The crowd chants in unison while the fighters emerge from the gates and pace towards each other. Weapons in hand, the crowd wars and the fighters near each other. 2 fights until the next stage of the tournament. Halgarth Jensen versus Bolgarth the Face Shifter. Bolgarth the Face Shifter wins. Oh no. What do you... You do know now I need to wait until the dumb prediction thing is ready to go, right? I hope Carrot Cutter wins, I'm not gonna lie. It's 1 minute. Still, it's a minute I need to wait. Will the king win his bet? I mean, the obvious thing to bet on is no. Also, you got my title wrong. I'm not a king, I'll have you know. I'm a glorious God King Almighty who is more powerful and cooler than everybody else in the kingdom. The second. Friends call me sir. Sir Ahen, the omnipotent war chief versus Theod Hjordsson. This is my bet. All right? This is my bet. And we won our first round. Theod Hjordsson was defeated and eliminated from the tournament. The crowd roars and chants Sir Alhen, the omnipotent war chief, as he leaves victorious. No, that doesn't win my bet. That's just the first round. Now, Gam, Champion of Anger, versus Sir Hagron, Carrot Cutter. Oh, glorious Carrot Cutter. Best of luck. The crowd roars and the 2 fighters emerge from either side of the arena and march closer towards the bloodthirsty crowd. And they watch closely, awaiting the first blow. This is the last fight in this stage. The tournament will move to the next round after this. Sir Hagron the Carrot Cutter wins. Finish him. I need a finish him sound command. Shoutouts to that's what we call like the Carrot Cutter fans in the audience. We call them carrot cakes. All right. I've never seen this screen before, so this is cool. These are the current standings of the 8-man tournament. There are 2 fights left. Man, they need a Goku stand-in for this. Left to decide who makes the finals. We have Eris the Menacing going up against Balgruf the Face Shifter. And then we have another fight between Sir Alhen, the Omnipotent and War Chief, and Sir Hargon, Carrot Cutter, 4th of his name. All right, so, well, looks like we're going to have Carrot Cutter versus the Omnipotent War Chief. So, Rhinestone is a carrot cake, chat. The gates slide open and the crowd roars and chants. Both of the fighters emerge from either end of the arena. The fighters walk until they are close, and the horns sound once more for the fight to begin. This is Aris the Menacing versus Bolgraf the Face Shifter. Aris the Menacing wins. Fatality. Sir Alhen, the Omnipotent War Chief, versus Sir Hagron, the Carrot Cutter. Fourth of his name, the gates slide open, and one of the fighters quickly dashes towards the other, ready to spill some blood. The crowd are ecstatic with cheers and roars and rounds of beer. The crowd echo for miles around. Miles and miles. Because I could see for miles and miles. I'm going to get copyright struck if I keep saying this. And unfortunately to all of you carrot cakes in the chat, Sir Alhen, the Omnipotent War Chief, swings at Sir Hagron, the Carrot Cutter, and misses.
No, 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 no.
I'm sorry,
No.
man. I need to make this a little bigger. My
No.
text is a little mashed. But now you guys can't see enough, so I gotta resize things. Just adjusting things. This is one of those games where it's kind of hard to, like, capture it because of the fact that it's just a command prompt window. All right. Carrot Cutter, it got caught in a parry that almost, that breaks almost instantly. Sir Alheim the Omnipotent strikes Hagron the Carrot Cutter in the head with great force. And Carrot Cutter is defeated. The Omnipotent wins. Well, we still have one more round to win before we win our bet. Assuming we win our bet. I hope I win my bet. That would be kind of cool, actually. So now it is Aris the Menacing versus Sir Alhen, the Omnipotent War Chief. The final round begins. The crowd cheers as the two fighters emerge from either end of the arena and march even ever closer. The bloodthirsty crowd watch closely, awaiting the first blow. I mean, they don't call him Carrot Cake for nothing, Squawk. Wow. Literally the final blows. Sir Alhen, the Omnipotent War Chief, gets a fantastic strike on Aris the Menacing. Aris the Menacing swings at Sir Alhen, the Omnipotent War Chief, but only slightly. Sir Alhen, the Omnipotent War Chief, gets a great hit on Aris the Menacing and knocks him dead. It's all over. Sir Alhen, the Omnipotent War Chief, wins. The tournament is over. Boo. I mean, the king gets his bets. I mean, what can I say? And, the tournament has come to an end. And by the grace of the gods, the winner and new grand champion of the Kingdom of Greens is Sir Alhen, the Omnipotent War Chief. +1 battle score for Sir Alhen, the Omnipotent War Chief. And, congratulations. The fighter you bet on has won the tournament. Your bet of 999 gold has earned 3,996 gold. Hell yeah. That's actually a pretty nice payout. Let's check kingdom upgrades real quick. Military buildings. Giant recruitment signs. More recruit sheets each year. That would be smart. Other buildings. Goblin slavers better. You need to upgrade... Okay, hold on a second. You need to upgrade your throne room to install a trapdoor. I would like a trapdoor in my throne room. How much is it for a... We should save for a bigger throne room, I think, chat. Who won your computer photos? My bet. The Omnipotent guy. That's a lot of channel points going to anybody who bet that I would win. It's time to go explore the realm, I think. Let's go to the Northlands. We discover nothing. You see an envoy, but we have no knights to sell. We find Fort Northwatch. Fort Northwatch is a bandit fortress complex, ruled by Palin the Traitor. The fort is well defended and occupied by ruffians, bandits, and men of little honor. You are permitted entry to the fort. Speak to the leader of the fort. The leader of Fort Northwatch refuses to meet with you. However, one of the guards informs you are welcome to stay longer if you wish. How much to buy the fort? 150,000 gold! That's expensive. Start dinner? Dinner, good. You should go get dinner. It's not a bad win, VIP. Not a bad win. That's an expensive bandit fort. How much is it to hire a bandit? You try to hire some bandits, but they are told that they're none for hire. You better try the market or the mercenary post in the wild north. Helpful voice shouts. I kind of want to attack them, but I have no idea how much they actually have here. We spend a lot of time in the brawl pit fighting it out. Practice here and okay. No idea how big their army is. They're probably not that big, but I could probably actually go to the southern lands? No. Is it the eastern grasslands? Ancient rubble? No. Where is it? Ah, this guy. Strange pointy eyebrows. This bloke. He's this guy who knows a lot of things. It's kind of like the information dealer. Does he have anything on that fortress? It was Fort Gorthmek, right? Fort is ruled by Yurik the... No, that's the Goblin place. No, they don't. Huh. Why are your eyebrows so long? Oh, also, I own the Scorpion Fighting Pit, to anybody who missed that. We can watch Scorpion fights for free. Look at this. It's a white Deep South Scorpion fighting with a large Farad Scorpion. Look at that. They're fighting. Duh, they're so cute when they kill each other.
Scorpion fights.
Thanks for the $3, man. Cheers. It's great. It stops me from gambling all of my money away on these Scorpion fights. I kind of wish I could rig the bets on that.
At all. No, no.
Not addicted at all? Definitely not. No. Definitely not. Thanks for the $1. If one person has a resub to pop, then that's a hype train. But at the same time, thanks for the $1 and thanks for the $3 VIP. Cheers, guys. I don't have enough money really to buy many buildings. But I could go after the same Bone Lords. God King is more intelligent than other rulers I played. Yes, and instead of gambling the country's riches away on Scorpion fights in a desert in the middle of nowhere next to a small tavern, I instead just got rich and bought the thing. Thanks, Pilot, for gifting a sub. Cheers, guys. Let's end the current year. We're going to attack the Bone Lords again. I think we're just going to invade them. And I'm going to send half of my troops again. Because I have a feeling they've probably lost a bunch of their troops. Thank you, seriously, though, Pilot, for gifting a subscription to VIP quality. And VIP, and enjoy the emotes and the ad-free viewing for next 30 days. And thanks, guys, for the little hype train there. Cheers. General Puckner says, it's about time we invaded. Not only can we truly eliminate the faction, but we can take their lands and leave them with nothing. And we invade them, and the invasion was a success. You gain loot, land, and glory. The Bone Lords lose 55 dudes, and we lost 33. We have 143 dudes remaining, and we gain 1 land from the Bone Lords. General Packner says, my king, we are under attack from bandits. Do you want to watch the battle take place? Yes, I do. And we lost all of our soldiers, and they lost none. We received word that a local militia, the Blackwater Village, have formed a bandit gang called the Thieving Old Savages. Very creative. Interesting. You receive word that all the bandits for hire from the North Mercenary Post have set off and formed their own gang. They call themselves the Crescent Seers. Oh, that's great. My My treasury has increased by 4,205 gold, and we got some interest. We paid 700 gold in elms for the poor because we're helping the poor, and the goblin celebration rages on, and we pay 1,000 gold to pay the goblins to keep partying because they're a bunch of party animals, those partying bastards. A new gang of thieving old savages has been formed. The Wolves Foster's mercenary group has disbanded. Well, that's nice. Sir Alhain, the omnipotent war chief, defeated Elred, the armless, in the arena. Of course you're going to defeat a dude who has no arms. The hell? What? Anyway, we should see what's going on in the arena. There's another 8-man tournament happening. Well, also I have 10,000 dull hairs in monies. Let's jump over to kingdom upgrades, and let's go to recruitment buildings. I cannot afford a bigger tax office. Damn it. How about productivity buildings? I can get better scythes and pitchforks. I could also get steel-tipped whips, which would get me more money from people in the prison. That might be a nice source of income. Yes, the 10,000 golden doll hairs. Productivity buildings. Guilds and other buildings. Military buildings. Giant recruitment signs. Training grounds. Trains 1 to 50 peasants to soldiers per turn. That's actually a pretty good return on investment. I might actually just buy that. So we now have the ability to train up to 50 peasants are trained to soldiers per year. And that's most of my money gone. Which kind of sucks. But it's fine. We're going to jump over to diplomacy. And let's go to the independent territories. The Resurrecting Frostblood clan apparently gained enough culture that we can actually talk to them now. So we're going to try and talk to them. We're going to go to trade and diplomacy. Their king, Snoglock Leafburner, the Blood Chief, Snoglock Leafburner. Yeah, only 300 doll hairs left because we spent most of them. Thank you guys for the little hype train, though. If you guys want to unlock emotes and stuff, it's got to level up to level 2, but that would probably require like 4 or 5 gifted subs, which is kind of a lot of money. So thanks for the little hype train all the same, guys. Cheers. They have a lot of units. Let's see if we can trade with them. Plus 10 relation. Snoglock the Leafburner doesn't fully understand what a trade deal means, but an advisor tells him that it means he makes money, and money is good, so he is happy. All right. Let's ally with them, because they have a lot of dudes. You send a request for alliance with the Resurrecting Frostblood clan. Blood Chief Snoglock, the Leafburner, doesn't fully understand what alliance means, but an advisor tells him he has more friends, so he is happy. Good. I'm now going to hire troops from them. Hire 1 Resurrecting Snotling. Okay. Hire 1 Resurrecting Snotling Warrior. Let's hire a Resurrecting Snotling Warrior. How many will you buy? 5. There we go. Let's request some military aid. And they give us 10 soldiers. Or rather, send military aid, which makes them happy with us. Back out of that screen. Back out of that screen. Yeah. Kingdom of Krut. Who do I need to look at? The Bandit Horde is who I need to look at. We need to soften these guys down because I want these guys' money. Okay, and they only have 278 men, which is actually not that much. So I'm going to recruit some more units. Hire all of the tribal goblins. I'm going to buy 101 tribal goblins, which costs 101 gold. Pretty good meat shields. And do you guys want to watch another 8-man tournament? Because we totally can. We can also visit the throne room, where there is 21 people waiting to see me. We should explore the realm first. Let's go to the Western Lands. You spot a local carrying a small bundle of gold. He grins and said he says keep going till you pass the watchtower and look for the gift tree. Give me all that gold. There's tax on that. Ignore him. Should we ignore him? What do you think, chat? I mean, I can totally gamble away all my gold, but we got to do all the other tasks first. King has duties that need to be tended to. Royal God King even has even grander duties that also need to be tended to. I'm kind of thinking too. I don't really want to ignore them. Taxes. Oh, I hate them. All right, take it. The man hands you half of the gold. So look for the money tree. You found a gibbering monk. You come upon a gibbering monk sat on a carpet, uttering nonsense. There is a small basket of coins that contains various coins. We give him a coin. I give him another coin. I take his basket of coins. You take the basket of coins. However, on closer inspection, you see all the coins are buttons, and you return the old man. You return to the old man, but he ignores you. The gibbering monk lets out an unintelligible, horrific sound. -1 gold coin. I give him a gold coin. The gibbering monk rips his face off. The gibbering monk pulls a sharp stone from the mud and cuts a shape into his leg. The gibbering monk grows a line of 9 eyes. The gibbering monk grows strange horns. The gibbering monk puts his hands over his ears. The gibbering monk's face makes his face go green. I'm just like pumping coins into this to see what keeps happening. Okay, I think maybe we found all the things that can happen. What in the fuck? Kill the gibbering monk. The monk lets out a demonic wail that echoes through the area. There is an explosion of red mist and smoke, which twists violently into the air and fades into nothing. All that is left behind is a small twig pointing out of the ground where the monk has been set. The gibbering monk is no more. I think he kept my money too, the thieving bastard. All right, well that just happened. I guess we should visit the throne room, where there is 21 people waiting to see us. You enter the throne room and take your place on the throne of the Kingdom of Greens. You are told that there is a little line of 21 people waiting to see you. You are visited by a young knight who says, "My royal god king, I wish to better the realm in the name of the Kingdom of Greens questing for you." Allow him to quest. +1 questing knight. You are visited by a hedge knight that says he has returned from his quest, and he claims to have fought a dread pirate captain. Having beaten him in single-handed combat, he earned a full chest loot of 1,000 gold, and he gives me 1,000 gold and joins my army as a knight. What a badass. He's also missing an eye, so I understand this man. You remain on your throne and look to your guards, and there's a line of 19 people waiting to see you. You are visited by a traveling bard who says he's going to whistle on an old gnomish tune. "I am a beginner," he says, "and I shall play you a short song." Listen to the song. I'm going to mute the music in the background for a second. That actually sounded like a tune. What the shit? That was like a catchy little tune. What are the odds? For just a bunch of random sounds, it actually sounded like a functional tune. That was a great performance, I think. Request him play again. Whistler declines and says he's played all that he can. We will let him leave. You are visited by a stick collector who is joining a group of penniless monks and wishes to give all of his gold to you. Well, fine. I'll take your 67 gold. I think that's Stone who just gave me his gold, chat. You are visited by a traveling bard who asks to play you a song in his elven lute. "I am an elite musician, and I shall play you a short song." An elite musician? You are ugly as shit, but okay. This song is called "I Hate My Life." That was a great performance. The bard nods. He can't play again. He's going to be late for dinner. You are visited by a traveling bard who has to play a song on his goblin drums. I am the worst musician, and I shall play you a lengthy song. Play me a lengthy song, bad musician. This game is very good. That was a great performance. Allow him to leave. You are, I keep forgetting that we already have, another drummer, but I don't want this guy, because my other drummer is better. Allow him to leave your court. You're visited by a traveling bard. I will let him leave, because that's enough. You are visited by an Eastern craftsman who wants to join your army, as his older brother once did. Probably died a horrible death, as you will too. Welcome to the military, you poor craftsman. You are visited by a stable hand who says he ran a gambling scam in a nearby village. Huh, and has brought you some of the winnings. What the fuck? I mean, obviously we take the money, right? I mean, taxes is taxes, regardless of whether they were ill-gotten gains or not gotten gains. Don't worry about not being able to load the old save, but thanks for restarting the Zork bot. Minus one public opinion due to the origin of the money. Well, I mean, I'm taking the money regardless. You are visited by a famous working man who enters the throne room, and he says he's been in charge of an orphanage and thinks 3 of the boys are ready to be taken into the army. He says they are fit and ready to fight. However, he expects a small token. No. You were visited by an insane peasant who says, "Rotting the curious animal! Rotting is a curious animal!" Kill him for his words, thank him for his words, to the dungeons with him. To the dungeons with him. I need no more prisoners to make me money in the prison. You are visited by a morbid Leo beast man who says he has a sum of gold stolen from a burning... He has a sum of gold stolen from a burning orphanage and brought half of it to you. Why did you steal money from a burning orphanage? Enjoy trying DF again with the new version. I don't want to take this man's gold, but I also kind of want to take his gold. Chat, do I take this man's gold? He stole it from a burning orphanage. I wonder if I get the gold if I send him to the dungeons. Because I kind of think, yeah, we should just send him to the fucking dungeons, right? Like, I would cut this man's head off if that was an option. To the dungeons with him. The morbidly obese man kicks one of your guards in the balls and dashes for the door, managing to escape. My guards suck. I need better guards. You are visited by a farmer who says a dispute needs to be settled. My neighbor's daughter was supposed to be married to my son, but she's gone and married the butcher's boy. And he won't break off the wedding. It's his daughter. He can do what he wants. The farmer says, well, there's only one way to respond, my king. Puts his hand behind his ears and blows a raspberry before walking away. You were visited by an armed man who wishes to fight for you because he needs work and you seem like a fair ruler. Sure, you can enlist +1 soldier. You are visited by a drunk hunter who claims to have found a strange orb in a bird's nest. Drunk hunter wants the orb for himself. Then why did you bring it here? Seize the orb. The drunk hunter hands you the orb and leaves angrily. The orb is yours. You don't have an artifact hall, and it is put into storage temporarily. +1 chaos orb. No, it's definitely a chaos orb. Trust me, definitely a chaos orb. You are visited by a knight who says, my royal god king, I wish to better the realm in the name of the kingdom of greens, questing for you. We shall allow him to caress. Also, by the way, the king's name is Salad, which is why this is the kingdom of greens. He says, so be it. My sword shall be guided, and I shall bring you glory in the name of Carrot Potato, the 67th Broccoli Pineapple, a.k.a. Sir Salad, the king. A traveling game master wants to play a game, and I don't really want to play. I'm going to refuse to play. He leaves. A cloaked man arrives to your court, claims to be a changeling. He says for a gold coin, he can change his face. To the dungeons with him. You are visited by a traveling bard who asks to play you a song on his vampiric lute. Listen to the song. He prepares to play for you. It just keeps going. The bard finishes. That was horrible. -1 relation with the Musicians Guild. He seems offended. 2 people are left. You're visited by a budding jester who says, hello, sorry, I'm really nervous, but I thought what better person to tell my first joke to than my ruler? So now I realize that was a mistake. Listen to the joke. What's a ghost's favorite tree? The symmetry! I mean, I've heard worse. That was a joke. He nods and leaves. You are visited by a wise man who says he has some advice to share. Listen to the advice. Conquest and violence are the way of this world. Use them where you can. I am indifferent. You may go now. The wise man leaves. There is no one waiting to see you. You may sit in peace. We have 1,500 gold, and I was going to invade the Bandit Horde, if I'm not mistaken. I'm kind of tired of spending 1,000 gold a year on goblins, so I'm as pro-goblin as we are. I'm going to go to Goblin Policies and end the Goblin Celebration because it's expensive. I'm also going to cancel the public celebration because it's happening too frequently and it's expensive. We're going to make a new celebration. We're going to call it Kale All... I'm trying to make a kale pun. Chad, I need a good veggie pun. Give me a good veggie pun to stick with this theme of, like, vegetables for this town. I need a good veggie pun for the name of a celebration. I'm going to make it every 5 years, and I'm going to make it cheaper because the one that we had was too expensive. Celebration. That's pretty good. There we go. The celebration of not carroting at all. It's going to happen every 5 years. And we are going to... it's going to feature people getting drunk and celebratory fires, because those are cheap. The celebration of... The celebration of celebration of not caring at all. We're going with celebration. And then exit that. My public opinion went down, but that's fine. We're going to exit that screen. And there's an 8-man tournament happening, so we shall watch the tournament. As you approach, you see that there is currently an 8-man tournament being held. Be like, now you can do the thing. Watch the tournament. Tournaments! As you approach, you see the banners of an 8-man tournament in the little arena. Bem, the Bane of the Lost, owner of the arena, stands to greet the onlookers. But then he notices you. Ah, cousin, you are just in time. Then he turns to the crowd and says, prepare yourselves for the 8-man tournament, a test of might and glory that will be spoken of for generations. And the crowd cheers. Of course, the Grand Champion, Sir Alhand the Omnipotent, is fighting once again. Sir Wyred Yuxin, Maro Fargosin, Rythek the son of Aran, Sidwian Lyricson. There's lots of sons. Puzed the Strider, Yaxik Ulfson, and Stabber Odrikson. Would we like to bet? Of course. I mean, it's Sadwin Lyricson, but I think that we're going to bet on Sir Alhan the Omnipotent War Chief, the Grand Champion, because I want to bet all of my money and win some money. You know what I'm saying? So that's the king's bet. Be like, are you going to do a prediction for chat, whether or not I win my bet? Or should I just go? Because you're the only mod here, so if you want to do that, you got to do that. Waiting on B-Lug if he wants to do that. I don't care at all. I only just saw that one. That's a brutally bad pun. I love it. Anybody? No? Okay, fine then. I'll just see if I win my bet. Watch the next fight. Or watch all of the fights in this tournament. The gates slide open and two fighters quickly. Sir Alhem the Omnipotent Warchief versus Wyred Yixin. And of course, the Omnipotent Warchief wins after getting a dazzling strike on Wyred Yixin. Maro Fargosin versus Rythek of Aran. Maro Fargosin wins. Sidewin versus Yastik Ulfsim. Sadwin wins. Puzad the Strider versus Stabber Odrikson. Stabber Odrikson wins after catching Puzad Strider in a parry. Stabber manages to win. Two fights are left. Maro Fargosin versus Alhan the Omnipotent Warchief, and Sadwin Lyricson versus Stabber Odrikson. And Sir Alhim, the Omnipotent Warchief, wins after getting a dazzling strike on Maro. I think we just picked Mr. OP. Stabber Odrikson wins against Sadwin Lyricson. Sir Alhan, the Omnipotent Warchief, versus Stabber Odrikson. Can I get a round of beers for this fight, chat room? Just a big ol' round of beers. Sir Alhan, the Omnipotent Warchief, wins, and the king wins his bet a second time. The champion is Sir Alhan, the Omnipotent Warchief. That's quite the title. He must be a pretty strong dude. +1 battle score for Sir Alhan, the Omnipotent Warchief, and the tournament has come to an end. And by the grace of the gods, the winner, and still the grand champion of the Kingdom of Greens, is Sir Alhan, the Omnipotent Warchief. And I get a payout of 6,132 gold. I'm going to hire some soldiers. We're going to hire 150. I don't have enough gold to hire 150. How much are they? They're 60 gold apiece. Well, let's all hire 100. Because that's 6,000 gold. So that's how much I can afford. I didn't look at the cost. And we're going to end the current year. We're going to go after the Bandit Horde. We're going to invade the Bandit Horde. And I'm going to send half of my troops. It's about time we invaded. The only way to truly eliminate a faction. We take their lands and leave them with nothing. Your men arrive at the Bandit Horde's territory and prepare for battle. That will take place. You spot a large bandit fort, and the enemy emerges from within, and the battle begins. Nice! Look at our losses. The invasion was a success. You gained loot, land, and glory. We have 209 men remaining, and we gained 1 land from the bandits. We had nice losses, and they had nice losses, and we had 57 losses. We have 209 men remaining. A group of 2 goblins join your forces from the goblin huts. Your trainers train 50 peasants into soldiers. You pay 50 gold, a bunch of gold in wages to my dudes. You pay 800 gold in alms to help the poor. Sir Alhan the Omnipotent, the war chief, defeated Vinespore Elfstake in the arena. The Kingdom of Greens invaded the lands of the bandits. Mehor defeated the old savages in a skirmish. The skeletal elders, the Sultanate attempted to raid the lands of the Crescent Seers, but were unsuccessful. The golden troublemakers lost a skirmish against the Crescent Seers. The Crescent Seers attempted to raid the lands of the rebels and were unsuccessful. And I now have 6,356 gold. We're going to go explore the realm. I'm going to jump to the northern lands, and we're going to go to Fort Northwatch. Actually, no. We're not going to go to Fort Northwatch. I can't quite go after the Slavers Fort. This game is Mountain Blade in text form? Basically. I mean, it's Mountain Blade in text form. It's got some elements of Crusader Kings in text form. It's very much just a game about being a king and running a country and exploring the land. And it's very cheap and very charming and quite a bit of fun. And it's also, just one of those games that you can have running in the background. Like, I think it was Dwarf Comic who I saw commenting on one of the dev videos for this game, where he's literally just like, yo, this game is great for holding a baby because you can hold baby and hit button and keep holding baby and then hit button and then keep holding baby and hit button. It's also got accessibility features for people who are completely blind to play. So it's quite a neat thing. Let's go back to explore the kingdom. We killed the Gibbering monk. Northern lands, grasslands, the eastern trade post, which we are trading with. Let's go to diplomacy. Let's go to the independent territories. Let's go to the skeletal elders. They have 1,201 units. That's actually pretty scary. How about the Nightfall guys? They have a lot of units. The Bandit Horde has 3 total lands, and they are running out. We're going to keep invading them. I kind of just want to go to the throne room and say, we are at war. We are no longer seeing visitors. And screw the public opinion. We're going to end the current year. I haven't explored the lands, so we're just going to go to the western lands. 35 desperate-looking warriors for 7 gold each. That's a good deal. Plus 35 soldiers. You find a wandering group of 7 masterless soldiers. We will accept them to join my army. And explore one more time. We discovered Smallhaven. You come upon a farming village named Smallhaven. It is small and peaceful, and has a population of 449 peasants. Can I trade with them? I want to trade with them. Speak with the village elder. Request a trade caravan. +10 relation with Smallhaven. They would be pleased to trade with you. Yeah, what's the Laughing Man? Visit the Laughing Man of Smallhaven. You approach a Laughing Man sat at the edge of the village. I guess he just laughs. He just laughs at you. All right. I'm going to hire a mercenary company, I think. The Pink Mercenary Company. They're pretty cheap. Let's go for the Pink Mercenary Company. They have 22 plank swingers. They do 3 attacks per year. Let's hire them permanently. They now fight for me. We are going to end the current year. We are going to attack the Bandit Horde, and we are going to invade them. And we are going to send half of my troops. Your men arrive at the Bandit Horde's territory. The battle will soon take place. The invasion was a success, and you gained loot, land, and glory. They lost 84 men, and we lost 84. And we lost 81. We have 204 men remaining. We gain 1 land. You pay 900 gold to help the poor folk. And our treasury increased by 9,264 gold. Fires during the celebration of not carroting at all celebration has gone on without issue. Krut the Wartrief has convinced several packs of goblins to flee from your lands and be ruled by a true goblin king. The Rum of the Green Cloaks mercenary group has disbanded. The general bandit level has risen and now is 28. The thieving old savages capture a small territory near your borders. The skeletal elders defeated the Crescent Seers in a skirmish. The Kingdom of Greens invaded the lands of the bandits. Look at our riches going up. Let's visit the throne room. I can't quite upgrade the throne room yet, so let's go to Kingdom Upgrades. Let's go to Income Buildings. Still can't quite build a tax office. We're going to go explore the realm. Let's go to the Eastern Grasslands. You find a wandering group of 21 masterless peasants. One of them steps forward and says, "Looking for work. You got any?" Plus 21 peasants in the military. The ruins of the Great Wall of Farad. You approach the ruins of the Great Wall of Farad. It is said that the wall was built by the Great Sultan to keep the ever-expanding desert from claiming his fertile lands. Obviously, it didn't go so well. Public opinion has increased. We're going to change the laws of the land. Say recruitment and training. Social policies. Hire a love cult to increase public order. Crime policies. Allow overzealous arrests. Let's just end the current year. Have I not finished exploring the realm? You are hit by a harsh desert wind. You have to cover your face for a moment as your body is brushed by tens of thousands of grains of sand. After a few seconds, it stops and the fair desert returns to its calm state. A few new dunes lining its visage. We're done exploring. And end the current year. We're going to invade the bandits. And I'm going to send half of my troops. The invasion was a success. The bandits lose 72 soldiers and I lose 90. You have 140 men remaining, and we gain 1 land from the bandits. Your treasury has increased by a bunch of gold, once again. We now have 21,000 gold. It's time to jump over to Kingdom Upgrades, and we're going to go to Income Buildings. And we're going to build actually, hold on a second. There is an 8-man tournament happening in the arena. I think now would be a good time to watch a tournament. We have lots of money. Bam, the Bane of the Lost, the owner of the arena, stands to the onlookers and notices you and says, "Ah, cousin, just in time." Then turns to the crowd and prepare yourselves for the 8-man tournament. Of course, we shall bet on the Grand Champion, the Omnipotent War Chief. I'm going to bet 9,500 gold, the maximum bet. And we're going to watch the next fight. There are 3 fights left. The crowds echo. Sir Alhem, the Omnipotent War Chief, versus Endrahur, the Failure. Endrahur, the Failure, loses to the Omnipotent War Chief. It was inevitable. Sir Ansel the Bristlebacked versus Wilbert the Axe Slinger. Wilbert the Axe Slinger wins after a fantastic strike on Sir Ansel the Bristlebacked. Sir Blackjaw versus Bullfreck the Snail Lancer. Rarak wins the fight. Sir Dundurk Bahen versus Galgil Neozian. So now the finals. Sir Alhan, the Omnipotent War Chief, versus Wilbert Axlinger. Then we will see the fight of Erenric Blackjaw versus Gale Gil Neozin. And Sir Alhin defeats Wilbert Axlinger with a grand strike on his head with incredible force. He must just have like a really good headshot roll. Galgil Neozin wins in his fight. So it's Galgil versus Sir Alhin, the Omnipotent War Chief. Well, I mean, you in my chat, which is one of the few things that is darker than me streaming a perfectly normal game for me to stream, Pinback. The crowd scream and shout, and the 2 warriors emerge towards each other, intent to kill. I mean, you state that it's truly the end days that I'm streaming a perfectly normal game for me, so what's weird about that? What's weird is you commenting on it in such a way. And Sir Alhan, the Omnipotent War Chief, wins once again against Galgil Neozensen. +1 battle score for Sir Alhin, the Omnipotent War Chief. And I get 38,000 gold. Holy shit. Well, I'm rich. The only thing ending as a result of me streaming this is many people's boredom. Many people's boredom has ended. We are going to go hire a bunch of dudes. I'm going to hire soldiers. We're going to hire 100. 6,200 gold is spent. We're going to go to kingdom upgrades. Let's go to income buildings. We're going to grab a grand trade post, which is 25,000. A little tax office. And, hey, Silver She, how are we doing? And we're going to go hire some tribal gubbins. There's 573. I'm going to hire 573 of them. Hello, green boys. We're also going to hire troops from the local militia. They're 5 gold per head. I will hire 500. And I have 1,603 men. I think I'm going to go hire more units. Hire 10 more soldiers. We're going to also hire 500. I don't have enough. 100 more peasants from the local militia. We're going to explore the realm. I don't quite have enough soldiers to go after that. I think have I explored the realm yet this year? Yes, I have. Not. The artifact market. Ooh. The village of Rim, the old towers, where we will go for first. You approach the old bare ruins of an old watchtower. It doesn't seem to be as old as many of the other ancient ruins littering the desert. We approach the village of Rim, where we can recruit villagers, we can speak to the village elder, we can visit the old block tower, the old bell tower. The bell tower tolls frequently in Rim. It is used as an indicator of wind, which flows like water in the vast, flat sands of the desert. You'll buy this game with your next check? It's a cool fucking game, dude. This game actually has 94 million faces, not 4 billion, but 8. Or rather, it's 94 million possible races. It's ridiculous numbers of possible faces. All of the locals are at the snail racing. Well, obviously, we shall visit the snail racing circuit. Chat, what color? What's your favorite color? Red, blue, green, yellow, or gray? What out of those, what do we bet 5 gold on? What do you think? Cheers, Silver Tree. I'm glad you enjoyed the interview. We're fortunate that the dev is such a chill dude. Blue, green, 3. 3 is not a color, my friend. Green, orange is not an option. Yes, I do agree. Orange is not an option. So green, we bet on green. 3. Okay, green. Lap 1. Come on, green. I think green is lagging behind, chat. I think betting on green was a bad idea, considering gray is on lap 6 already. Hot damn. Lap 8? Man, green's lagging behind. I'm sorry, but I think red and gray wins. We lost our 5 gold. Gray is juicing. I think that we should have Gray's team investigated, but I'm betting 5 gold on Gray. And then Blue's in the lead. Whoop, nope. Come on, Gray. Gray's all the way up to lap 3. Gray's holding pretty steady with red and blue. Gray holding up with 5. Come on, Gray. We got it. Gray's pulling out into the lead. Yeah, I do think Gray's juicing. I don't know how the fuck you juice a snail, though. They're feeding it the good celery. Never mind, Blue's pulling ahead. Blue's all the way up to lap 9. I'm calling bullshit on this whole thing. We're not going to take hostile action, though. Well, most of my money is gone, but I do have 1,713 soldiers. I think we're going to end the current year, and we are going to attack the Bandit Horde. We're going to invade, and I'm going to send half of my troops. Actually, half of my troops, but no peasants. Your men arrive at the Bandit Horde's territory and prepare for battle. That will soon take place, as you spot a small raiding camp, and the enemy arrives and the battle begins. This looks like it's gone pretty well. You have slaughtered the defenders of the bandits' main camp, and your men rush into the central fort to begin the fight of the remaining defenders. The invasion was a success. You gained loot, land, and glory. We have 474 men remaining. We gain 1 land from the bandits. Victory. Congratulations, my royal god king. The bandit horde has been crushed, and the people sleep safely. Many prisoners and rivals of the bandits emerge to your cause. We gain 5 public opinion, 6,000 peasants, 2,000 soldier, 600 peasants, 100 tribal goblins, 200 soldiers, 5 knights, -5 general bandit level, and we are getting invaded by rebels. Yes, I want to watch the battle. That went poorly. We lost 224 men in a skirmish, and my treasury has increased by 10 grand. Fuck yeah. Thanks for lurking, by the way, Minty Paws. You can't run without getting hurt. Yes, that is fair. All right. Well, we have 2,370 men. I will start seeing people in the throne room. So first, we're going to go to the throne room because I've been refusing to see anybody due to our bank has increased by 1 golden interest. It's almost as much interest as I get on my bank account. Actually, that's not true. I get, I think, like $3 a month or something. Anyway, we are going to tell the guard that we are now allowing visitors. And we are going to go explore the realm. And we're going to go to the Northlands. And we're going to go to the Slavers' Fort. And, you know, there are 1,700 men here. We're going to attack the damn fort. I'm going to send all of my troops. And he says, a skirmish can be a good way to thin out the enemy's numbers before an invasion. The skirmish was a success. Your men bask in glory. They lost 1,310 men. We lost 623. We have 1,747 men remaining. We are going to attack them again. We're going to send all of my troops. Once again, we win. The skirmish was a success. Your men bask in glory. They have 130 men remaining. We're going to invade. Send all of my troops. The skirmish was a success. Your men bask in glory. You arrive at your Slavers' Fort. There are many men here, slaves and slavers alike. There are many who seek to purchase slaves from you, and you're great. And a great many slavers are awaiting work. I don't have any soldiers garrisoned here. I can upgrade the Slavers' Fort. I can enter the Slavers' Fort. I can speak to a random slaver, order slaves to brawl. I don't know how to station soldiers there. I kind of want to just disband it. Disband the Slavers' Fort. Plus 840 new free peasants and 5 opinion. You declare it within a moments of the fort. You declare it, and within moments the fort is evacuated. The slaves are freed, and some view you as a fool for destroying a lucrative business, but the masses view you as a freer of men and a champion of the oppressed. Before you know it, the fort is no more, and dust and slaves are all free. Good work, I think. We're going to explore the north. We find a brawler's pit, and we find a shellrock mine, the Greenskin Mining Company. We're going to go visit the mine. I don't have 30,000 gold to buy the mine. What if I force the mine to give tribute? Scroat, the leader of the Greenskin Mining Company, approaches you and agrees to the terms, stating that it is not as stupid as most. Stating that he is not as stupid as most and wouldn't stand against the mighty royal god king, and he agrees to pay tribute. We will now receive tribute from them. Well, that's nice. We're going to back out of here and back out of here, and I'm going to go to kingdom upgrades, and I'm going to go to income buildings. I can't afford any income buildings. How about other buildings? I can build a Grand Champion's quarters. Gives the Grand Champion 25 strength. Okay. What about other buildings? Extend the prison. Goblin slavers. Let's go to my throne room. See if I can upgrade the throne room. 35,000 to upgrade the throne room. All right. I think I've been streaming for quite a bit of time. That's going in your pension? I mean, that's why I have a Patreon. So that I can have a pension. Maybe. Probably not. Actually, it's just so I can pay for groceries, which I'm going to go make into food pretty soon. So you know what? We're going to save this game. I'm going to save the game. I think, it's 20-something? So Greens year 2025. There we go. Greens year 25 has been saved. And I think we're going to quit to desktop. It was a nice little session to chill out and rule some kingdoms too. With the Kingdom of Greens. I think it's time for me to say to all of you lovely folks who watched the stream today that I'm hungry as fuck and going to go get some food because it's time for me to call it a night. I've been streaming for 9 hours and 13 minutes, which is actually kind of long for a Sunday. I try and keep the weekend streams a little shorter usually. But I think it's time for me to go make some din-din. Hi, Orange. I'm going to eat an orange probably with my dinner because I have an orange that needs to be et. But I think it's time for us to send you guys over to somebody who will say hello to you. How's that sound? Thank you very much to everybody who's been hanging out here. I said an orange, not you, Orange. You're different. I'm going to go eat.